Moonday Madness. I'm making this video because I'm fucking exhausted of holding back on you guys, not posting my content because bullshit overthinking I do in my own head. Like 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, the response I get for sharing myself is fucking incredible. And how fucked is it that 1% of negativity I get, or even just this imaginary bullshit, gets me in my own way, man. So this is the Moonday Magic, the Moonday Madness. And I'm here to yap. No filter, no cuts. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me, guys. Life is a fucking journey. And I know we're all living it. We're all going through the motion in the ocean, the waves, the commotion. And I've just been realizing it's fear holding me back from a million things within my life. If I had no fear, I would conquer this world. So I have to conquer my fears. And the only way to do that is to approach them head on, to really identify what is it that I'm afraid of. And here's the thing, guys. Ultimately, I'm not clinging on to this life so fucking hard. So I like playing worst case scenario, and I feel like the more I do that, the more I can ease my mind. So what if I fail? So what if everybody hates my message? So what if I'm ineffective at communicating my heart's desires? So what? The world's gonna keep on spinning. I have nothing to lose and so much to gain by putting myself out there, gang. And I've been going through a lot of changes. I've been going through stages, going through phases, and I'm really fucking excited for this new chapter of my life. It's eclipse season too, guys. And this Pisces full moon is gonna hit my Jupiter, like smack that right in the face. And that says that my faith is expanding. And I'm fucking excited to live my life to the fullest. Notifications on my phone. Credit score going up. Credit Karma said what's up. And, you know, consistency is the key. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, it's what you do every single day that creates that person. It's the power of habits. That's that Virgo energy that we're all balls deep inside of, or shit, story of my life as a Virgo rising. So I've been locked in on my habits, guys, and I will just say that I'm not perfect, nor do I claim to be. I'm flawed as shit. And I love that, because I think ultimately life would be so fucking unfulfilling if there was nothing to do, if there was no work, nothing to progress in. But man, when you start adding up your character liabilities, you can be like, do I suck? Is there something genuinely wrong with me to my core? Am I broken? Am I beyond the point of redemption? Is it even worth trying? Am I always gonna be like this? And I submit that I won't, okay? But Jesus Christ, man, he won't save us. I'm sorry to the Christians, man. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but the message is we have to save ourselves, man. I'm not here to get religious. In my understanding, Jesus is an allegory for our spirit, our son. But I digress. I will just say that maturity's a motherfucker. So it takes time, and it takes effort, and it takes willpower to want to grow up. And I found that existence itself is something that is not the easiest to make peace with. The work that comes with it, the effort that's required, the responsibility that it takes to be your best self. That's what I mean when I say no one's coming to save you. You know, we are social creatures. We have dependency on circumstance and social and familial conditions in order to survive. But at the end of the day, man, nobody's gonna lift you up into that place that you belong. You guys ever heard that song with Ace of Base, by Ace of Base? I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna lift you up into the place that you belong. But where the fuck do you belong? That's the crazy thing, man, is that this life gives you the opportunity to be the main character, the star of your show, the narrator of that bitch, the script writer. Okay? So it's crazy to dual wield and juggle all these roles, but ultimately, if we don't recognize ourselves as a creator, I feel like it's pretty easy to get lost and to feel kind of like you're wandering in life or uncertain of what the future may hold, because simply put, the only way to predict it is to create it for yourself. And that's gas, man. That's gems. And I need to make this video today because I've been in a rut. I've been in a pattern. And it's worked for a long time. And it's still working. But my spirit needs expansion. And I feel like as a psychic, as a diviner, as a person who is a spiritualist, I've been so heavy in the tarot cards and the astrology charts that sometimes I forget how to live my fucking life outside of that shit, man. So my intention here is just to speak to you guys, to express myself and let you know that life is great. Life is a beautiful journey. And all you got to do is give it your best effort. That's what's really required. But it's ebb and flow. It's cyclical, you know. Not every day will your best look the same. So, the power of consistency, the power of intention, to recognize how strong your will is before the result manifests. Because success is the attainment of your desire. So the work is either like done or not done, but ultimately you can't hold back on yourself with love or acceptance just because you haven't manifested the thing that you want, guys. There's always work to be done. Life is always for more expression, for fuller reach. So I submit it's impossible to be a reflection of your highest ideal. I'm jumping back into it, gang. The sun is opposite to Neptune. And I was born with the sun-Neptune opposition. And this is highly empowering, but highly demotivating sometimes, man. Because, you know, on one note, this is like to transcend yourself. Your life becomes an offering to the world, a blessing for everybody. But at worst, man, can feel overwhelmed, disillusioned, upset with the feeling that your life is not even your own. Like, if it's all about sacrifice, what point do you get to enjoy that shit, man? So, recognizing the value of sacrifice and attaining a level of humility, I think is really key in order to submit to higher will, to higher purpose. Leadership really rings through my mind like all the time. And we either rise up or we fold. And what's crazy is that even if we don't know that we're a leader, energy is everything. So what we do influences the whole entire world. And everybody's watching. And I will say 9 times out of 10, most people are more interested in themselves than anybody else. Like, we're all the center of our universe. We're the main character, but at the same time, man, we are social creatures once again. So what we do in this world does affect everybody else. And at the end of the day, you know, we can make our videos, we can, you know, sing and dance and play and provide our service to the world. But at the end of the day, what people are really going to take from us is our example that we set. That's what they're going to remember us for. You know, how we made them feel, the actions that we take. So, with that being said, I got to step it up. And I'm going to be more consistent, guys. Sacrifice, meaning of life. You've heard me say this a couple of times, gang, but I'm done smoking. And I know that if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that smoking is not my first or hardest addiction. I would say that I've gotten off a lot of bullshit in this life. But it got to a point where working through my self-development journey and even my magical development and making my oath of dedication to the great work, my fucking spirit guides, my higher self was like, look, dude, it's time for you to sacrifice that shit. Fuck not meeting life on its own terms. So I will let you guys know I'm riding that high of sobriety right now, coming from being a daily smoker for who knows how long, probably over a decade of my life, you know, where I haven't had a consistent break for more than like a couple weeks at a time. So my lungs are clearing up, my mind is clearing up, I feel more present, I feel more social, feel less anxious, and I'm back for everything, man. I gotta step this shit up and go harder, because I was realizing how much substance was taking me out of my life. So that being said, let this be a sign for someone out there to get sober, to give that gift to yourself. Because I think we're not going to go anywhere in life if we're unwilling to meet life on its terms or really accept the full depth and breadth and width of this experience within life, gang. So I love you. I'm making this video just to say I'm here. I'm on the internet. I'll be seeing more of you guys. My mind is full of gems and meaningful perspective. And the more I go on the internet, like especially when I go on live, this is what I mean about patterns. Like when I just talk to the world, the response, like I said, 99 times out of 100 is just glowingly positive. And there's those haters, man, and I don't give a shit. You know, haters is even a good thing. I'm able to recognize haters as love, but it's just unfair and selfish as fuck for me to not use my time to connect with the world and give a gift that is so easy for me to fucking give, guys. I just want to say I'm genuinely sorry. I'm very fucking sorry for how my selfishness has held back on the world and not given benefits when I could. So I'm making this to keep myself accountable as well, and just let you guys know that I'm back. I'm back for fucking everything. Mars Day with Mark is going to be posted tonight because it's Monday night, or it's Monday evening. Tuesday to Tuesday we get that weekly astrology podcast, and I'm gonna just lock in. Because, gang, let me be honest, I'm really afraid. I got a lot of fears in my life, and beyond fear of failure, persecution, judgment, I think my biggest fear is leaving this world with untapped potential, or leaving this world with regret. And oh my fucking God, that's insane to me. So the only way I can assure that that won't happen is that today I leave nothing undone. In other words, leave nothing for tomorrow that could be done today. And that's been a challenge for me at times with the level of ambition that I have, and, you know, I'll call it a 10th house Mars thing. I digress. But when you have so much will and vision and want to do so much, you know, you have to recognize where your true limits are and respect them, but also work diligently on expanding the limits too. And that's change. That's the sacrifice. Change is integral for growth, but different is not always better. So I think the question is two questions. What do I know I need to do today to move me towards my goals? And then number two, what thing do I need to stop fucking doing that is taking me away from my progress and success? And both of those questions kind of hinge on knowing where your goals are already. And I'm grateful to say I do know what my goals are. I've got them written down. So I know my purpose. And fuck this weak ass laziness, man. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. Curse my laziness. Curse my fucking recalcitrance. Curse my selfishness. And curse my fucking arrogance. I'm pissing me off, y'all. Last night we did Reiki Sunday on live, and I just got all my downloads and I shared energy with the world, and I was riding that high of energy and spirit. My higher self really like, and if y'all haven't called on your higher self, do that shit today and get that knowledge and conversation of the holy guardian angel. Please, for the love of God, you will thank yourself. But my spirit said, you need to make a video tomorrow on Monday. Call it Moonday Madness and just fucking yap or complain. I don't like to complain. A lot of times I hold my negativity back, but because I'm a human, I find that the more I can complain about things that genuinely irk me, the better I can resolve my issues. So I'm fucking tired of my character liabilities, yo. I'll be pissing me the fuck off. And that's been making it hard for me to love myself, for me to accept myself, because I know that I'm resisting against things that I need to do. Self-love is deeper than just bubble baths and eating chocolate cake or, affirmations. While that shit does work and does help, it's about direct action and effort, man. It's about service. You feel me? So it's about putting your money where your mouth is, right? Talk is cheap. It's good to know that we love ourselves, but at the same time, does our action reflect it? And this stream of consciousness feels like it's about over. It's 5:55 on my clock right now. Today is the day to make the change. Let that be your sign right now. Whatever changes you've been avoiding, make them fucking today. Stare your fears in the face. Boss up and build more power. So that being said, I'm going to post this video. I'm going to get to my next order of business. I'm going to go live like I planned. I'm going to pack. I'm going on a road trip tomorrow. I am going to shoot that other video. Going to eat my required macronutrients. I'm going to do my required workouts. And then I'm going to go to sleep listening to an audiobook or something powerful, empowering. And I'm gonna fast and diet my mental life from the bullshit. Cause that brain rot, yo, I will say, it's been really appealing to me. And when you cut off certain vices, you have a void in your life too. So it's like, I've been having to seek out that natural dopamine and doing things that genuinely enrich me rather than escaping life to find some artificial pseudo form of enrichment. And, I will just say that we don't always win. Like, here I am relapsing on the fucking energy drink. But at the same time, baby steps. And I'm trying not to be mad at myself, but that's like one step forward, one step back. But at the end of the day, the fact that I'm not smoking, that's a big W for today. But I will just say those brain rot memes have got me intrigued, man. So I'm going to go to bed listening to, the 10X rule or the way of the superior man or, any fucking free audiobook on Audible that meets my standards rather than listening to Skibbity fucking Toilet in Ohio, Baka, Sigma, Chad, Giga, whatever the fuck. It's so crazy, and that's growing up. That's being more mature. That's avoiding recalcitrance. The moon's in Pisces, y'all. I hope you feel the love of the universe. I hope you feel alive today. And if you don't feel alive today, that could say you may need some rest, or you may need some work. You may need to nourish your body. You may need to put some resistance on yourself. That's what helps me. So with that being said, I'm a dipski. I'm a get ski the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys on TikTok Live. I'm gonna be posting more content. My mind is swimming with ideas now that it's not swimming with cannabis. It's fucking incredible. How crazy is that? You avoid the pollutants, everything clears up. And I will say, gang, I'm not anti-weed. Marijuana has actually helped me a lot in my life. But at the same time, that's a double-edged sword where my patterns with it really started when I was like 15, when I first smoked it for the first time. I'm 26 right now, guys. I was gonna say, I've been doing that shit for over a decade. And that's insane. That's insane. And when you're 15, your brain is still developing and you're still wondering, what the hell are you doing with your life? Or You know, 15 is a weird age because, you know, and this is a Saturn opposition time, by the way, guys, but you're like kind of becoming an adult, but you were absolutely still a fucking child. You feel like you know more than the world and your parents, and, you know, authority issues kind of converge and can be a stressful time for everybody in a 15-year-old life, even themselves. So I found that that gave me catharsis to be able to smoke and relax and honor my emotions and just not take life so fucking seriously. And that helped me become more functional and positive on one note, but at the same time, that's not a coping skill, you know? That's avoidance. And it wasn't obviously clear to me at the time until, you know, my drug use with marijuana manifested in some other bullshit. And I don't say this to brag because this is not a flex. It just sounds weird what I'm about to say. I've been addicted to more drugs than most people understand or could name. You know, my past is weird, and I do have, you know, videos on my channel from way back that talk about, you know, my self-development journey of when I first got sober off the bullshit, man. For real. But in any magnitude, learning to walk without mental crutches, man, that's what it is. And it's mind over matter, matter under mind. So what I found was that the somatics were all fucked up in my life too, man. So being able to, you know, build better body composition and strengthen my muscles and work on my posture, this has opened up my energetic heart and has helped me release a lot of the traumas and the pain of my past, and therefore not even need to escape that life anymore. And I will just say, you know, this doesn't mean that life is going to be easy moving forward. If anything, it's going to increase the difficulty a little bit, but there's no pain and no gain. So, that being said, I think I've thoroughly yapped your fucking ear off for 22 minutes. I said I was going to get off of this a minute ago. But that being said, gang, I aspire to be a leader. I aspire to help people. I know I'm still young at 26. I've accomplished a whole lot, man. I've been able to publish a book by myself. I've been able to reach millions of impressions on the internet. I've been able to change people's lives. I've gotten hundreds of positive reviews for my sessions and readings for people, and that's beautiful, and I'm grateful for each and every person that I've been able to influence. But at the end of the day, man, I'm fully fucking aware that I am so far beneath my potential. It is unreal. So it makes me nervous to watch the clock move around and to not do shit that could help other people, man. Because life is not promised, y'all. There's a chance that we don't wake up tomorrow. You get me? So we gotta respect the gift that life is and seek to live it to the fullest. So that being said, I don't think I got anything else to say besides I'm on my fucking way. So I might see you guys on TikTok Live tonight. If not, I'll see you guys on Mars Day with Mark. Number 67. Holy shit. Over a year of that podcast. Let's keep it going, man. Because we do have an eclipse tomorrow. We're going to be going through a cycle of release. And, you know, I'll tell you all about it in the other video. But I think the basic message of this cycle, lunation cycle, is clear up the fog. You know, Pisces, the Neptune energy is really about the all, but it can be mystified. It can be polluted, okay? So let's take a systematic approach to cleaning up our mess one bite at a time. That being said, I love you guys from the depths of my soul. Mr. Meyer with the fire, here to take the collective vibration higher. And I'm out.